Good morning, welcome to the first Blitz of 1997. Now, 4 teams from each conference made it into the new year, still with a chance of reaching the Super Bowl. By the time this weekend's over, that number will have been cut in half. We've got action from all of last weekend's wildcard games in the show, starting in Dallas with the defending Super Bowl champions.
See a cowboy cry right in there. Just go ahead, sir. Just keep walking up. See some cowboys are going to be crying right in there. Just a little bit further.
Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith may have had a misty-eyed moment in the relative privacy of the tunnel before the game, but once it started, it was the Vikings' undersized defenders who looked the more likely to go snivelling home to mum as the Cowboys' offensive line bullied them down the field and opened up a rare running opportunity for quarterback Troy Aikman.
Play fake. Aikman rolling, trying to get into the end zone with a dive, and does! Touchdown, Dallas!
That was the Cowboys' opening drive, and it was 7-0 Dallas in the first quarter. Minnesota's Brad Johnson was starting his first ever playoff game and thought he'd leveled the score with this pass over the middle to imlach. Cowboys safety George Teague, though, thought otherwise.
Catch is made by imlach inside the 10, and did he gain possession when he lost the football? They're going to say, they're going to look as George Teague knocked it loose. It's a touchdown! Oh, my God!
Teague, who was released by the Falcons pre-season, had the game of his short Cowboys career, forcing a Leroy Horde fumble that led to a touchdown in the second quarter, then scoring himself. That was 24-0, and just about everything was going the Cowboys' way. Even when Emmitt Smith fumbled, it was ruled that he crossed the goal line for a touchdown. And the end result, ominously for the Panthers, who they'll play next, is the Cowboys' best day on offense all season.
I felt this was the most complete game we've played all year, in you know, offense, defense, and within the kicking game. This is the time of the year that this team looks forward to, and we realize that it doesn't matter what we do in the regular season, that really we're judged on what takes place in the postseason and where we're at the end of the year.
Well, 3 days after that game, Troy Aikman's words started to sound prophetic as the latest scandal in a season of them for the Cowboys started to break in Dallas. Allegations that Michael Irvin had forced a woman to have sex at gunpoint with teammate Eric Williams and another man.
Monday evening, a 23-year-old woman contacted the Dallas Police Department and reported she had been sexually assaulted by the 2 players as well as a third unidentified man. The alleged assault occurred at Williams' home on the night of December 29th. Earlier today, detectives executed an evidentiary search warrant at Williams' home. No arrests have been made, and the investigation is continuing.
Serious allegations, but so far neither player has been called in for questioning, and Irvin, who's already on probation for cocaine possession, was vocal about his innocence.
I don't know anything about anything. I'm going to say again, like I said last time, I haven't done anything in any way, shape, or form to violate my probation. And also, I am tired of it. I'm tired of it all. I really am tired of it. I've done enough bad things to my family and my teammates. I have not done anything. I don't even know what anybody's talking about.
Williams, the Cowboys' star offensive tackle, had no comment on the allegations. The rest of the team did what they usually do, put the blinkers on.
I can't let those things go see, and that's what we try to talk to our football team about. We'll address those things later. We've got to prepare for game Sunday. It's the biggest game that we've played this year against a very good opponent who hadn't been beaten at home. That's all I want to think about.
Everyone here is getting ready for a ball game, and if y'all want to go, you know, follow people and run helicopters, and, you know, go do it. But don't concern me with it. It ain't my job. I'm not a part of it.
Of course, it's yet to be established that there's anything to be a part of in this case. The sad thing is that the Cowboys' season so far has created a climate where no one would be surprised if there were. All right, back to football now, and time for the main game. The 49ers at home to the Eagles, and in the great tradition of San Francisco playoff games, the field's a quagmire. That might make things difficult for Steve Young as he tries to get the ball to Jerry Rice. Then again, the last time 3Com Park was swamped for a playoff game, the 49ers went on to win the Super Bowl. So the bad weather might just become one more superstition for the league's most superstitious coach, George Seifert.
We believe a new one is that he walks the locker room before the game with one shoe on and one shoe off. I think it might have been a mistake, but we're not sure. We're checking on that one.
However many shoes he's got on, you'll never catch Seifert walking across the team logo. Apparently it's bad luck.
Probably this building would collapse and we'd never win another game, something like that.
I wonder what George's Ouija board says about playing former colleagues. The Eagles are led by ex-49er Ray Rhodes and the running back from their last Super Bowl team, Ricky Waters.
It's not at all any old game. If I said that, I'd be lying. And, you know, a lot of guys around here, Ray, you know, he'd be lying as well. But I think also there's a mutual respect. This is definitely a respect because these are the guys that drafted me out of college. These are the guys that had faith in me.
Faith no more and not much respect in evidence either, as Waters took the field against his old team. Well, the Eagles won the toss, so their offense got to battle the elements first, and their opening drive leaned heavily on Ricky Waters.
Rain had just about stopped at the moment. Ricky Waters. First down, Philadelphia. Again, the Eagles will spread them out. Detmer back to throw it, screen pass to Ricky Waters. Waters picks up about 5. First and 10. Detmer gets to Waters. Waters surges down to about the 15, stopped by Lee Woodall. Detmer back to throw to 49ers blitz. He gets rid of it. Intended for Kevin Turner, who couldn't find a handle. Here's Detmer, another blitz, and the 49ers get there. This time it's Woodall. Gary Anderson to try the field goal, and this could be tricky from 40 yards. The wind will have a definite effect. It was in practice, blowing it right to left. Blew it right to left.
That's the one he practiced. He did the same thing in practice, and the wind did the same thing to the same ball from the same position.
This was in the pregame warm-ups. Same kind of kick for Gary Anderson.
And that was as close as anyone came to scoring in the early exchanges. We pick it up near the end of the first quarter now with San Francisco at their own 25.
To Terrell Owens. Brian Dawkins made the stop on Owens. Owens really starting to come into his own.
Well, you know, he's so big and so strong and so tough to tackle, but Dawkins zeroes in on him and gets a pretty good shot on him and gets him going backwards. That's the thing with Terrell Owens. He's not only a big target for Steve Young, but after he catches the ball, he's awfully strong and tough to tackle, but Brian Dawkins gets him and makes a picture-perfect tackle. I mean, he got him right where there was nothing that Owens could do about it.
That technique was like you draw it up, like you teach it.
It used to be the old tackling drill. You used to drill doing that.
2 tight ends. Young back to throw again. William Floyd makes the catch, gets close to a first down. He may have it. James Willis made the stop.
Yeah, the fans are going crazy. We got a first down.
First down, San Francisco. And here's Steve Young. Escapes, gets it to Kirby. Kirby's got some room. Kirby works across midfield and gets another 49er first down. That should be the end of the quarter. 16-yard pickup on the pass from Young to Kirby. Young to Brent Jones. Close to another 49er first down. William Thomas made the hit.
And this is what the 49ers do so well. You know, that bootleg pass where they fake one way and then they're going to come out where you fake one way. Here's your tight end here. You fake the ball this way and then the quarterback bootlegs out here. He just runs it out and you just hit him. If they drop off, you run the ball. If not, you see the position Steve Young is in right now? If they don't drop off, he just hits Brent Jones. If they drop off, he could just keep on running down there.
And nobody does it better.
No, that's the best thing the 49ers do.
Young is going to throw on second short. Incomplete. Owens, the intended receiver. And the defender, Troy Benson, arrived just about the same time as the ball.
Yeah, this is going to be a physical matchup. Watch Troy Vincent on him right here. Now, he's going to try and jam him right there at the line of scrimmage. Terrell Owens is going to try and jam Vincent. They both jam each other. Now Terrell Owens should have just run right through that ball. He didn't have to jump. He didn't have to leave his feet. If he would have just kept running, he could have caught that pass.
Will get the 49er first down at the Eagle 35.
What they're trying to do for the most part is put Bobby Taylor on Jerry Rice and put Troy Vincent on Terrell Owens, but that's not the way it's going to happen all the time. On that last play, Vincent was on Jerry Rice.
Whoever covers Rice is going to get some help.
But, you know, the 49ers don't go deep to Rice the way they used to. You know, run them on ups or deep outs and stuff. It seems like most of the stuff he's catching now is that short crossing stuff. They don't really work him on the outside anymore. There he goes in motion there.
Here's Steve Young. All kinds of time. Young back across the field, complete to Adrian Cooper. The backup tight end, Brian Dawkins, made the stop.
Yeah, that's where Steve Young's running helps you, Pat. It's not only that he can take the ball and run with the ball, but he can take the ball and run with it and buy time. I mean, watch him here. It's a fake. It's a bootleg. He had Jerry Rice open, but then he waited and waited, ran a little more, bought a little more time.
Kirby gets a couple. That's another play the 49ers have run forever. That quick trap to the halfback.
And again, with this offense, with this 49er offense, the quarterback has to be able to run the ball. And I think that with this offense, that Steve Young is a perfect quarterback for it.
He has been.
Yeah, you know, and Brett Favre, you know, in Green Bay can run and, you know, and move around and buy time. I'm not always talking about running like a running back. They can do that too, but just like that, you know, 2 plays ago, that kind of running.
By 6 seconds, 2nd and 8. 3-man front for the Eagles. And again, Young has good pass protection, gets the screen pass out to Floyd. Floyd is cut down as he crossed the 10-yard line by Mark Woodard. That is a play that looked like it had the possibility of touchdown written on it.
Yeah, Jesse Sapolo is the center. Watch Jesse Sapolo, the center there in that screen pass. He's going to come right down the line, and he's going to make a block here, and they just get off it. See, if he gets that guy right there, then they had a chance to get away with it.
3rd and about a yard, just inside the 10-yard line of the Eagles. 3 wide receivers. Young, running himself, will get the first down. Steve Young scores. That's a 9-yard run, but that is a dandy, and he might be hurt.
Yeah, because there wasn't a big hole there for Steve Young, and it looks like he hurt his left shoulder. Look at this, the one thing you can run, but you can't hit with the left shoulder. Now watch, here's Steve Young. He's going to come back, and he's going to run the draw there, but he didn't give it time to develop. And when he didn't do that, he had to run through things, and he got a hit right there at the end. That last hit looked like it was right on his left shoulder.
The Eagles have the ball, and Ty Detmer goes back to throw it. Detmer crosses body to his tight end, Jason Dunn, who they believe is a wonderful prospect.
And he can help a quarterback, too. And now watch here. This time, when Ty Detmer goes back, if we can just stop it right here, we can see that he finds a lane because he gets the tackles out here and here. Now he can move up in here, and he can find Jason Dunn as tight end. You see, when they didn't give him that lane before, he was having trouble. That time, the tackles by Bryant Young going to the outside, that gave Ty Detmer a lane.
Fires the man in motion. Pitch it back to Kevin Turner. And Turner gets into 49er territory to their 40. Merton Hanks made the stop.
Steve Young was warming up there trying to get that left shoulder back, but he also did, you notice how dry his left arm was.
On second down, Detmer gets it to the fullback Turner again. And gets a Eagle first down at the 49er 30.
Now, this is the first thing that you have to do. If you're going to get the ball out, you have to pick up the blitz, because the 49ers are starting. Here comes Tim McDonald here, and you just see Joe Panos, the right guard. He came out right at the end and just got enough of Tim McDonald to bump him off so that he couldn't be a factor.
First and 10 Eagles at the 49er 30. Detmer back to Waters. Cut down after a couple by Gary Plummer.
You know, Ray Rhodes was telling us last night that he comes out every game and he always wants to do two things, but they never seem to do it, is get Kevin Turner more involved in the offense, and he just ran the ball 2 out of 3 times, or touched the ball 2 out of the last 3. And the other thing is get the ball to his tight end, Jason Dunmore.
Second and 8. The word on Steve Young, by the way, is that his ribs are bruised. He took a shot in the ribs, and that was the source of his discomfort. Detmer gets it to Ricky Waters. Waters gets an Eagle first down at about the 16. Stopped by Parker.
And sometimes just by going to someone like a Kevin Turner and then a Jason Dunn and back to a Kevin Turner, that will open up things for the guy you really want to get it to, is Ricky Waters. But, you know, Ty Detmer is getting back into that rhythm that he had early. Remember on that first drive, I just took the team down the field methodically, and he got out of that. He's getting back into that rhythm now.
3 wide receivers. Irving Pryor. That's Charlie Garner. And he rumbles inside the 10-yard line. It's second down, about 2.
And they're playing a 4-man line. It's not that they're playing a 3-man line, and Stubberfield is one of their better run players.
That's Turner. And Turner, I don't believe, got quite enough for the first.
You know, there's one thing that teams do now, and I don't know that the 49ers are doing that, but it really kind of upsets me, is that rotating your guys, you know, where you rotate your guys to keep guys fresh. But if a guy's a dominant player and the other team's inside the 10-yard line, I don't think fresh is important.
Yeah. A guy is a dominant player, he doesn't need a rest.
In the old days, he never got one. If he's a dominant player, you pay him like a dominant player, and he plays every play.
Stubblefield remains on the sideline. He and Dolman both. Here's Detmer. The rush. And the 49ers intercepted Marquez Pope. Detmer just threw it up in the air, trying to throw it away, and he didn't throw it away far enough.
So the Eagles come away with nothing on 2 trips inside the 20, and the 49ers still lead 7-0 with 5.5 minutes left in the first half. We'll take a break.
I knew you'd come back for the new 106. This is a new Tony. Marry me, Rosie, and we'll take the 106 to Australia. Imagine it. Australia. The most unspoilt land on Earth. Then back to our cozy little semi and fill it with little Rosies and Tonys. What do you say?
What's the matter? I've just had the most awful thought. So have I.
Peugeot, the drive of your life.
Sony Handycam Vision, because life isn't a spectator sport.
As the UK's #1, Lund Poly give more discounts on more holidays than any other travel agent. Lund Poly, a better way to get away.
Free insurance is now available on selected Peugeot 106 models, including the new special editions, Time and Extra Time.
San Francisco leads 7-0 in the second quarter, but after a punt, the Eagles have the ball back at their own 47 with 2.5 minutes left.
Here's Ricky Waters again. To about the 47 of San Francisco. Here's Ricky Waters. Split out wide to the left. That's Waters. Waters taken down by Merton Hanks.
You know, it's an interesting thing with the, you know, we talked about what the Eagles are trying to do here. They're trying to, spread out this 49ers. See, by going 1, 2, 3, 4, they spread it out. Then they count the guys that are in here. So, what the 49ers are doing, they're sneaking these two guys in after they show them only 5 guys in that box. So that's the cat and mouse game being played.
Detmer. Pass caught by Calvin Williams. And that'll move the sticks.
Again, the Eagles have moved the ball this whole first half. I mean, they moved to running, they moved to passing. They have a good game plan, and then they get down close, and they've just self-destructed.
Yeah, look at this.
Well, they have the time of possession. They have the number of plays. Look at this, 18 minutes, 32 plays. They've won on all those things except the not getting the opportunities when they got inside.
49ers took advantage of their opportunity, and they lead 7-0. Here's Detmer. Caught inside the 10 by Jimmy Johnson. That's his third catch. And now they say incomplete. Incomplete.
Jimmy Johnson is a tight end. He's going to be right here. And you see Ty Detmer throws that ball, and it just goes over his shoulder, and then it looks like the ball hit the ground as Jimmy Johnson was going down. Watch it. He has it up here. Now he's going down. He gets hit. He has control. I think the ball hit the ground right there. Boy, that's a close one, though.
That is close. He was juggling it on the way down. 2nd and 10. Here's Detmer. Swings it outside to Waters. Out of bounds at about the 9.
Boy, does Ty Detmer have great awareness in the pocket there.
He really does.
You see him? I mean, he is a tough guy because there's guys flying all around him. And watch him. I mean, he just stands there and stands there and stands there until he can find something. Then he moves and moves, and then he finds Ricky Waters out there and whap, just hits him with it.
One thing about Ty Detmer.
You see what Kevin Turner just did to Lee Woodall? That's an eye-opener.
Yeah.
That's one where you better have rear-view mirrors on your helmet.
If you have sinus problems, they're over. Here's Detmer. To Waters to about the 6. 51 seconds left. One timeout left. Ricky Waters. Stopped as he crossed the 5 by Ken Norton. Pryor goes left. Johnson came out of the backfield to the right. Here's Detmer. Pass is picked off out of the end zone. The pass intercepted.
And the Eagles continue. That whole first half has been that way. They got down there, they missed a field goal. The second time they got down here, they throw their second interception.
So it was still 7-0 at half-time. And things got worse for the Eagles in the third quarter when Ty Detmer pulled a hamstring trying to get away from Bryant Young. That sack also forced the Eagles to punt, so it's the 49ers' ball at their own 39.
Pass is caught by Floyd. And William Floyd stays on his feet and gets a first down. There's Steve Young back to throw. It's a one-handed pass. Right out of the 3. Benson took it down. One-handed catch by Jerry Rice.
You know, it's just a matter of time. Here's Jerry Rice here. Again, they try and play him physical. Bobby Taylor up there physical, hitting him. Jerry Rice gets a step on him. Steve Young hits him with the pass. Jerry Rice brings it in with one hand, his left hand, and then takes off. Look at that catch.
Rice goes in motion. Young. Touchdown. When you get into big games, great players make great plays.
And that one gave the 49ers a 2-touchdown lead. With Detmer out, Mark Ripper never looked like bringing the Eagles back from that deficit in the final quarter. And the game ended for Philadelphia, the way their 2 most promising drives had.
The leap again, and this one is intercepted.
So the 49ers defense blanks its old coach Ray Rhodes. The Eagles go out. The 49ers go on to Cheese Country to play the Pats.
Somebody had mentioned to me this was the first shutout that we've had defensively in a playoff game since 1984. Championship game, I believe it was. So I think that the kudos should go certainly to the defensive effort to come up with the 2 interceptions in the red zone as they did. Those were pivotal plays in the ball game.
I just think that we had a great chance to win it. A great chance to win it. You know, we're down there, we had squandered opportunities, and that's the whole thing. You know, when you're away playing a team like this, a well-coached team, a team with great stars like they have, you know, you have to take advantage of those situations. And we had those situations, we were there, we didn't take advantage of them.
So San Francisco and Dallas now play the 2 top seeds in the conference for the right to go to the NFC Championship game. That means the 49ers traveling to Green Bay, while the Cowboys play the Panthers. Before Brett Favre cut his first celebrity vocal, the NFL's original country boy made good was Pittsburgh quarterback Terry Bradshaw. Bradshaw arrived from the backwoods of Louisiana in 1970, his chief ability being quotability.
Nothing greater happened to Terry Bradshaw than to go up to Pittsburgh and make Pittsburgh a winner. Team from 1-13, change it around, make it 13-1. You know, make him a winner.
But Bradshaw talked about a game that he played his first couple of seasons. He made enough mistakes to get a reputation for being too stupid to play quarterback. Being dropped on his head can't have helped. Eventually, though, the Steelers refined Bradshaw's raw talent with the help of a great supporting cast, notably wide receivers John Stallworth and Lynn Swann, and he took them to the playoffs every year from 72 to 79. By the end of his 3rd season, Bradshaw's command of the Steelers' playbook was improved beyond recognition. His vocabulary, though, pretty much unchanged from the day he was drafted. Some of Bradshaw's best games were in the big game. He took the Steelers to the Super Bowl 4 times in the 70s, winning all 4. In fact, he's the only quarterback ever to win 4 Super Bowls. In the first 2, Super Bowls 13 and 14, he was voted the game's most valuable player. And he also set what was then a record in Super Bowl 13 with 4 touchdown passes. After retiring, Bradshaw turned his good old boy act into a broadcasting career and hit the Hall in 1989.